Scholar parents, and I want to take the time to welcome you to the UES Virtual Back to School Night. My name is Shauna Amos, and this is first grade. This is actually class 1-3. I've been an educator with Irvington for 19 years. I've been a teacher for a total of 28 years. Yes. I want to take this moment to thank you for allowing me to impart knowledge to your child. I want to take a moment to thank you for assisting me in that. These are very unprecedented times, but I must commend you and commend your children for doing an excellent job. We are 1 month into our school year, and I must say that your children are doing an excellent job. What I would like to do is I would like to take you to our virtual classroom and go over what I have posted there and impart some of the curriculum that we've been learning since school has started. So hold on, I'm going to present my screen. And parents, this is our Google Classroom. For those of you who sit with me daily, you know we visit this room daily. I want to go through some things. Here we have my name and our class and the school year. This is our class code, which is displayed in Class Dojo. And here is our meet link, which is what you click on when you come to meet with us in the morning at 8:30. We meet every morning from Monday to Friday until at 8:30 a.m., just like a school day. I'm going to scroll down. I want to go through the class and show you some of the things that we are learning. Here on the side where you see upcoming, this is assignments that were assigned for the day. So if your child misses a day or they're missing a class, you can come right here to the classroom and come to the box here on the side, and it shows everything that is scheduled for the day. We schedule, you can't see it here, but it's science, language arts, social studies, and math are assigned each day. So this is our class code for music that someone answered to. And I want to share with you, we start every day the same way. We do the Pledge of Allegiance and 2 patriotic songs. We do our Whitney Houston singing the Star Spangled Banner, and there is an a cappella group who happens to be African American. They sing Lift Every Voice and Sing. And then this is a song that I happen to like personally. It boosts self-esteem. It's just about being yourself. So if you don't know the song, you can go and listen to it. Sometimes I play it. Sometimes I try to have it playing when the scholars log in. And I have it posted in our stream. The next thing we have in our virtual classroom are our class rules. And I'm going to pop this screenshot up. And this is class 1-3's rules for virtual learning. And I want you to know that your children created this list of rules, and I simply put them on the Google Doc. And there is one rule that is left off the doc, and I will mention that rule when I finish. So the first rule is, and I tried to leave it at 5, but we're up to 7, actually up to 8. So at some point in time, I may try to edit this and make it smaller, but this is authentic. These are the rules that your children made up, with the exception of number 2. And they are: do not say mean things to our classmates. When you have to use the bathroom, you just go. We don't log out. We don't tell the teacher that we're leaving. I trust you to go and come back. And that's my rule. That's the only thing that I added here. Oops, okay. Number 3, no eating and drinking by the laptop. If you spill something, you can break it. Number 4, only unmute your microphone when Miss Amos calls your name. And this is very important. It's not that I don't want to hear the scholars speak. It's that we get a lot of feedback a lot of times when microphones are unmuted. So I ask that we mute at all times, and then If you want to speak, you can say me in the chat or type your name in the chat, and that is how we communicate back and forth so that I can allow you to speak in class. Number 5, do not leave the meeting to complete your work. Parents, I ask that cameras remain on for the duration of the meet so that I can see. I don't necessarily have to hear, but I need to be able to see that my scholar is working at all times. And if they are in distress and need my help, I need to be able to see that. I need to see them raise their hand or see them signal me in the chat box, and which leaves us with 7 using hand signals to ask questions. So you raise your hand if we're all on screen. If we're working, you can text me in the chat box. And I'm going to go back. And this brings me to our number 8. And this rule was added by my scholar, Jaquan Wilson, and I felt like it needed to be added. And it says, please come to class prepared to learn, and added by Jaquan Wilson. And it says, get a good night's rest, eat breakfast, get dressed, and be on time. And this is nothing fancy, it's nothing special. It's what we would normally do anyway if we were in our building, but we are virtual now, so the same rule applies. Okay, we're going to scroll down. And we came to, now this brings us to our class schedule and codes. So I'm going to click here. And this is also in our class dojo. Share the tab. And it should pop up. Here we are. Parents, this is our class schedule. And school starts every day at 8:30, but it says that period 1 starts at 8:45. So at 8:30, we are doing the flag salute, the patriotic song. Students are greeting each other, just having a basic conversation, our morning niceties before we get our day started. But actually, period 1 starts at 8:45 and it goes to 9:25. Actually, we usually go to 9:30 because we just run long and students are doing independent work. And our first period is for math. At 9:30, we start our social studies lessons and it goes until 10:10. And at 10:15, we start our English language arts or our reading. And that goes into all the way until 11. Now, from 11 until 11:40, that is when our scholars eat their lunch or their snack or whatever it is that you want to call it. But you get to go and get yourself some sustenance then. But at 11:45, you must report to your special. And according to our special, we have 2 days of library, we have gym on Wednesdays, we have music on Thursdays, and our art class is on Friday. Now, at this point in time, we do not have a librarian, but we do have a library activity. So when we are scheduled for library, the scholar is to return to the Google Classroom, look under the assignment date, which I'm going to get to in a minute, and you will see a story or something, and you will see the words library posted in parentheses, and that is your library activity. So on one of the 2 days, not both days, on one of the 2 days for library. On 6th period, which is 12:30, you come back to me for science. We do our science activity or lesson, and then the scholars are gone for the day. From the period of 1:15 to 2 p.m., parents, I have my office hours. So anywhere in that time, if a scholar needs to speak to me, if you need to speak to me, you message me on Dojo and I set up a time for you to come to the meet. I will leave the meet open. The only time the meet is left open is when I'm expecting someone. You message me on Dojo. I will give you a time to come to the meet, and the meet will be open and we can meet during the office hours of 1:15 to 2 o'clock. If I'm not expecting you, the meet won't be open because I close the meet every single time we all leave. So whenever we leave for lunch, the meet is closed. Whenever we leave for the day, the meet is closed, unless I am expecting you. And then from 2:05 to 3:05, that is my prep. That is when I get ready for the next step. That is our schedule. And I'm going to go back to the classroom. Okay. And the next things I have for you, for our scholars in the stream, are the math resources. And right now we only have our math vocabulary as flashcards. There's a set of math vocabulary flashcards in this, and this is for when scholars finish early, for when they need extra work in an activity, or they need extra practice. For vocabulary, this is where you would come. When a scholar finishes their classroom assignment in the Google class, they type the word done in the chat, and they know that they can come back to the stream, and this is where they come. I have 2 videos for addition and subtraction, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 games. One is addition, one is subtraction, one is for number practice, and the other one is patterns, I believe. And this will not stay the same throughout our duration of virtual learning. I will try to change it in and out, but certain things will basically stay the same. And if you scroll down a little bit further, I did the same thing for the language arts. I have 2 sight word videos. I have a keyboarding video. So if your scholar needs typing, tutoring, they can come to this game and play this game. There is all games. There's a rhyming game here. There's an activity with ABC order, which we're going to be utilizing throughout the school year, and an activity with punctuation. And punctuation, I think that this is a good game because we are learning right now, we're practicing writing sentences, and we are learning to write our very first story. We're working on narrative. So this game is also adding to the learning fun. So we're going to go back up, and I'm going to go over to the classwork stream. And this is where all of, this is where all of our assignments are posted. Parents, we have been working since day 1. If I scroll all the way down, this will take us all the way to the very first day of school. Parents, we have at least 4 assignments a day. I'm going to scroll back up until October 1st. We have at least 4 assignments a day, no more than 5. And I must tell you that I'm going to add on to the activities because we're going to start projects. We're going to start projects, and what's going to happen is you're going to complete the project at home, and we will present it to our class, and that is how you will get your grade. Well, that will come a little bit later in the game, probably next week, no later than the week after next. We will have our first projects due by the week of Thanksgiving. And I'm not sure if that's going to be science or social studies, but one of the 2 subjects will have a project due. Okay, so now I'm going to come back to you. This is our classwork stream. We did all of that, and now I'm going to come back. And I'm back. Okay, so that is our virtual tour of our virtual class, and I hope that you're comfortable with having your child in this learning environment. I try to make your child feel as at ease as possible. If you have any questions or comments, I see that all of you are in the dojo, which is a good thing because that way we can stay in contact with each other. Once again, thank you for allowing me to work with your child. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Please, this is an arduous task, but when I tell you your children are doing a wonderful job, they're doing an excellent job in this, and we're going to get through this, and we are going to be successful because Hawks don't give up, Hawks grit up.